Good afternoon and welcome back to Bowl TV for continued coverage here at the 49th Annual Hoosier Classic taking place at Western Bowl in Indianapolis, Indiana. My name is Aaron Smith, sitting alongside Emil Williams Jr. and Andrew Anderson. Might just be joining us as well for a little bit, fresh off an amazing run on the PBA Tour over the last couple of weeks. Right now we are in the round of 8 for men's competition, from 78 teams down to 8 after 6 traditional games and 15 Baker games earlier today. Our top overall seed, Wichita State, taking on Robert Morris, Illinois. That's on our featured pair, 73 and 74. Number 2, Wisconsin Whitewater, taking on William Penn. That's on 75 and 76. Number 3, Calumet, taking on Pikeville, 77 and 78. And our 4-5 match, Weber International taking on Savannah College of Art and Design. Savannah over on 71 and 72. Our third pattern of the week, 42 feet in length. 28.44 mils using the Kegel current oil. The Big Point Zero reverse oil. Here on this pattern. We're going to get that posted in the description below the video in just a moment. These are best of 3 Baker matches, so these are going to go quick for the first 2 rounds, then best of 5 for the championship. Our defending men's champion, Midland University, did not advance, so we will have a new champion here in 2018. All right, that oil pattern should be up and loaded. If you have to refresh, please do so. Big thanks to everyone for joining us here in the early going. Robert Morris looking to bounce back from an early open and finding trouble in the third frame, 4 through the face. Aaron Uradovic from Weber International unable to take care of the 6-9-10 first open for Weber. We'll see if SCAD can take advantage. A young team here, just their second year in college bowling, and here at the Hoosier Classic, the final Tier 1 of the season. Bowled well all week, and now mixing it up with a tough team in Weber. All right, we'll do our best to keep you up to date in the other matches going on as well. Once again, Wisconsin Whitewater and William Penn, Pikeville and Calumet making up our top 8 here at the 2018 edition of the Hoosier Classic. Wichita State has avoided trouble here in the early going. Back-to-back opens for Robert Morris, Illinois. But working on a double, Wesley Lowe moving into the anchor spot for the Shockers, delivers their first double.
This young SCAD team is pretty good.
And that, my friends,
I like it.
Andrew Anderson joining us here on Bowl TV. Third place in the Tournament of Champions 2 weeks ago. Had a great showing here in Indy at the 60th Anniversary Classic.
Yeah, it's been a fun couple weeks.
It's been fun to watch and some great bowling as well, sir. So we've enjoyed watching you grow up here from junior gold to collegiate bowling, junior Team USA, and now Team USA and PBA. So it's been a crazy few years.
It has been. All started here really in Indy. First year I made junior team was in Indy. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be a little partial towards Weber today.
Certainly understandable. Part of the program a few years back.
I'd really like to see them throw some strikes.
But as you said, probably going to have their hands full here with a young team.
Yeah.
Kind of has nothing to lose coming in as kind of an underdog this week and found themselves near the top of the standings. And now, once again, getting to mix it up with a team who's been here before. As you mentioned, back in 2016, you guys made it to the championship match. Fell a little short in the finals to Lindenwood.
Yeah.
But a lot of experience on this team. Juratovic bounces back from an open, makes it 3 in a row.
The cool thing about this match is the coach of SCAD is Katie Thornton, who is a Weber graduate. So she's coaching against her old team at the moment.
So it's win-win for Katie then.
Yeah. No matter who wins, she's happy.
All right, Andrew, we got a chance to look at this graph, a Nick Hoagland special, if you will. What were some of the things that really stuck out to you just at first glance?
Well, a good amount of volume, 28 mils on a 42-foot pattern, but the biggest thing that sticks out is there's no reverse. Generally speaking, when there's no reverse, that means not a lot of hold, depending on how you play the pattern. But to me, a lot of the teams are doing the right thing. They're playing a little straighter, trying to make themselves a little bit of a hook spot. But to be honest, scores are a little higher than I would have expected out of this pattern in the early going.
One team striking away right now, Wisconsin Whitewater, after a pair of early opens, have delivered, looks like 6 in a row now. Taking on William Penn.
Looks like Pikeville took the first game against Calumet as well. 206 to a max of 167.
I would agree with that. Calumet looks like they are out of wood. Give Pikeville the early win. They had a big finish in Baker to actually catapult into the top 8, all the way up to 6th overall. Robert Morris doing the same. Both teams out with 5 to go.
SCAD needs a couple strikes here to put some pressure. He gets it. Matt we got a tough spare conversion here. If he spares in strikes and SCAD strikes out, there's a possibility of a tie.
Looks like Weber's going to bring in one of their right-handers to attempt this. That is not going to make it.
All right, so SCAD needs the first strike in the 10th for the win. Game 1.
Let's see what this young program has. Wichita State holding the advantage over Robert Morris as they get ready for their 10th frame, and lucky break for Savannah. Coach Katie, well,
shaking her head, but that's okay. You got the win.
Not the way she was hoping, but as you said, a W is a W here.
I don't think this is such a gimme yet, maybe. Needs
still decent count here.
Yeah.
Wisconsin Whitewater is going to take game 1 against William Penn, have them shut out. That's what he's trying to do.
One thing I miss about college bowling, showing some emotion. something that you don't get everywhere in the world.
Definitely unique in the collegiate atmosphere, the excitement, especially when we get to this. You know, yesterday, Katie says thank you for the gift,
Yeah, yeah.
but gotta take him.
W's a W. Oh yeah, there's a really nice bow on. All right. So it looks like the Shockers will be up 1-0.
Leslie cleans up that spare, so
Wisconsin
yep.
Whitewater up 1-0. And SCAD up 1-0. All right. I have a feeling both of these two matches in front of us are going to go to 3 games. I think we have some resiliency to show up.
Resiliency predicted by Andrew Anderson joining us here. Big thanks to everyone for joining us here. Some celebrities in the chat room. Matt McNeil, former Wichita State old man, if you will, coming back to school a few years ago. Big thanks to everyone for joining us out here. As we settle into game number 2 here, Andrew, talking about a busy schedule just this month. Talk about just kind of the roller coaster you've been on these past few weeks with just TV shows, almost making TV shows, bowling well, you know, making Team USA to kick off the year. Just kind of talk about just these past 2 months to start to 2018.
2018 has been really great to me. Team trials, it was quite the surprise to get picked the last day for Team USA. I didn't start off the week too hot, but I finished well, gave myself a chance. These last few weeks have been a lot of sleepless nights. Bowling against the best in the world, you can't take any shots off, you're tired, a lot of games, my hand's on fire, but wouldn't have happened any other way. It's been an unbelievable great couple weeks.
And as mentioned, definitely been fun to watch. It's been a great few weeks for the PBA coming up next. Oh, whoa. There is Andrew Anderson on the TV here. Did they show the 9-pin though?
They did not show the 9-pin, thankfully.
Oh.
I appreciate that.
That was quite a finish on extra frame. Actually have the TV show on the pairs we're not using right now, and doing the extra frame recap of the position round.
That 9-pin's gonna haunt me for a couple weeks. I promise you that.
But hopefully
we'll get him back.
Get him back, hopefully. Got a few more events coming up shortly before heading overseas.
Yep. We got one more big week in a major next week. Head over to Columbus today. Get some practice in tomorrow and see if we can't make another run. So Rob Morris for the 210 early. This pattern's tricky. Looks like if you give it a little too much angle, it's not hooking.
Now Matt Russo.
Forward through the middle.
Some trouble there in the 5th.
It's all right.
Mentioned that he really hasn't been matching up this week. Hasn't been bowling a lot. He's been kind of out of the lineup.
Bowling with him in this building, his record in this building has not been the greatest. For as good as he is, you know, sometimes you just don't match up. And the patterns have not played in his favor at the moment. But he's plenty good enough, and he's going to figure it out. Give him enough shots, he'll figure it out. We need if you're Rob Morris, you're gonna want to start throwing a couple strikes here.
Big miscue there from Russo. Going to give some pins back.
He'll figure it out.
Scad avoids trouble there. Runs a little high. I believe adjusts the single pin. Now, as a young team, this is really a defining moment to see if they can keep the momentum going and really find a way to learn how to win.
Yes, I think the biggest thing for this young team is they're showing a lot of emotion early on. I like it a lot, but how long can you keep it up? You're gonna get tired quick if you're getting high on the horse real early.
Really open in the second, takes care of the single pin though.
Good spare. Bob Morris with a miscue in the third as well. We have a couple missed spares that are surprising.
Now, Wichita State, a team who over the past few years really hasn't found the rhythm at the Hoosier. On the women's side, the 4-time defending champions, but obviously with the 78 teams in the field, a lot of talented teams. Wichita State always up there as one of the most talented teams in the country.
Wichita State is never bad. Like, they are incredible year in and year out. I mean, it helps when you get a lot of talent, but the coaching is great. They know what they're doing. They're getting ready. Like, this is a warm-up to them for what's to come. They're okay with taking a little bit of a loss here at this tournament, as long as they're prepared for the coming weeks and hopefully months.
Of course, sectionals rapidly approaching. The sectional announcements coming up on Wednesday, 6 p.m. Eastern, right here on Bowl TV. And then March 9th through 11th, singles and team sectionals will be taking place in 4 locations across the country. Some of that excitement maybe getting the best of Savannah right now.
Some missed spares. Oh, out of the wall.
Dakota Vostri showing off the guns.
Weber needs to show some fight here. Few frames ahead, you now want to make them feel like all they need to do is spare.
Eighth frame for the Warriors.
It's a pretty good shot. What do we got going on over here? It looks like Calumet is storming back in game 2, so that match will be 1-1.
Most likely, yep.
And then it looks like William Penn is up as well, so both matches 1-1. We had a good spare attempt there out of Scad.
Weber so far, Wichita State really just not making mistakes right now against Robert Morris and keeping the ball in play, leaving stuff they can make. Haven't been striking an incredible amount, but doing enough.
You know, when you have Cortez Schenk on your bench, I think you're doing pretty well.
The reigning U.S. Amateur Champion, your teammate on Team USA.
Yeah, very special kid. Very special kid.
And that's another aspect of this tournament, 3 different patterns over the course of the weekend, and Cortez was second overall for the 6 individual games we had on Saturday. But sometimes, depending on how the pattern looks, you got to play to your strengths. And
yeah, that's what you got to do. You gotta put yourself in the best position to win. I'm really curious to see what happens in this match. If you're Scad, you're looking up, and Weber's bowling on pace for 160, it looks like. What are you telling yourself? This is interesting.
Right now, max score for Weber, 173.
And I think they're going to need every pin of that to have a chance here.
We'll see. Russo needs a short memory after frame at number 5. Robert Morris just not getting anything going
just
here.
Can't. Oh, Cortez is bowling. All right. Here he is. Okay.
That was
That's all right. It struck.
not the way he usually does it. And I kind of feel Savannah maybe in that position, you know, as you talked about, with them moving, or Weber moving ahead, already getting ready for the 10th frame. And when all of a sudden you start to think, just kind of force it there.
Yeah, don't mess up, I think, is what's going on. They're playing the don't mess up game. And I think that's the hardest thing to play.
Looks like 194 to 158. Kelly McCollege
Going to game 3.
ties up Pikeville, so game 3 over there.
And then William Penn took game 2 from Wisconsin Whitewater. So going to game 3 as well. It's looking as if Wichita might be the only one, Wichita and possibly SCAD at this moment, to take out. So my predictions were wrong at the moment. But we're going to find out.
That's what it's all about. That's why we play the game. Savannah trying to get something going. Even just a single pin.
So if Robert Morris strikes out, they shoot 200. Wichita 8 spare strike. They will lock it up. I don't know if there's anybody else you'd want in this position either in Muzzilo.
Seen Wesley throw the big shots before, 2-time junior gold champion. Daniel Hansen, not ready to go home just yet. Past ISC champion. Great shot in the 9th frame. But Wesley can seal it up pretty much here
Matt
with
Rousseau.
10 back.
Give him a chance here. That's a good shot. Short-term memory.
Oh,
Only got the 8. So if Matt strikes here, he gets them into the 170s.
173. Yes.
SCAD is on pace for 160 at this moment. So if Matt strikes here, they will need a double somewhere.
Wesley looking to seal things up. No problem on the 3-9. Just needs to stay behind the foul line. 2 pins or anything more. Wichita State advances to the semifinals. Rousseau, big opportunity. Oh,
What a shot.
great shot.
All right. Wesley needs all 10 to lock him out. You're making SCAD think about this here.
They definitely are.
I think being ahead in the game, okay. Well, they go to Vostry. I need strike 7 to take that to game 3. Some surprising things happening here today. I am 0 for 100 on predictions.
That means it's time to go to Vegas.
Yeah. Perfect timing.
Perfect time. Ready to change. Not the shot he was hoping for there. Runs high. Leaves the 3-pin, so Wichita State will take the 2-0 sweep against Robert Morris, Illinois.
Okay.
Now Weber plays the waiting game. 163 in the books.
So Robert Morris taking out 2 games to none.
So all of our other matches going, or potentially going to a deciding match.
It's pretty good shot. So spare 9 locks it up.
That's a winner. Savannah took advantage of a nice break last game, needing a strike, put themselves in position.
I think if he strikes here, we're going to see some emotion.
This would be big. Wasting no time. So just the 3-6, just the 3-6.
Just the 3-6. It's not.
Hey, well, the 9 could have been there.
Yeah, or
So
the 10. 3-6-10 is impossible. Or so it seems.
So one of the great things about Baker Bowling is you never know how much fun you can have in a 160-160 match.
You never know. I bet you Matt, Matt didn't know that count in the 5th was going to hurt him that much. We'll see what happens here.
Looks good. Half of the job done.
So 9 is a winner here. We did see Wesley. Let's get 5. We'll see.
I think the teammates will rush him if he gets 9 or 10 here. They're ready for this.
They want this.
9 or 10 for the win. There it is. Savannah College of Art and Design.
That was a good shot.
2-0 victory over Weber to advance to the semifinals here at the 2018 Hoosier Classic.
This will not be the last time you see Weber this year, I don't think.
I would agree. So that will set up a semifinal match between Wichita State and SCAD. So Emil is working on adjusting some cameras for us here. So we'll make our way over there since our featured pairs are now completed. So Wisconsin Whitewater and William Penn on 75 and 76, the pair closest to us on 77 and 78. Pikeville and Calumet. Pretty early in the Wisconsin Whitewater William Penn. Just starting the 3rd frame.
Pikeville is up early on Calumet. Calumet just had a couple splits in the middle of the game. And gave Pikeville a 20-pin lead going into the 8th.
Calumet had 109 in the 7th with an open. Their star freshman Pete Virgos just delivered a strike in the 8th, though. As you mentioned, the 3-6-10, never easy. Pikeville looking to clean that up in the 7th. There's Calumet in the 9th frame. Delivers the double. They can get to 199.
Yep, and Pikeville has 223 left. A frame behind. 2 frames behind.
Whitewater up 5, early going, game 3. William Penn working on an open. This is their 4th frame. Delivers a strike and can take the advantage. They're able to double in the 5th. Pikeville, far right of your screen, getting ready for their 8th frame. Wisconsin Whitewater up in the 5th. Both teams deliver a strike. These are the quarterfinals of the 2018 Hoosier Classic at Western Bowl. 3 in a row for Kelly Met, far right of your screen.
David Sinkin Bowl. They're gonna make him work for it.
Huge double opportunity here for Pikeville.
Yeah, Pikeville gets this one. All they need is a mark in the 10th. No matter what Kelly Met does. Oh, the late rolling 7. Got some dancing.
Got some dancing. That's Matt Cleary, who's on the all-tournament team this week. Finished 4th overall in the individual standings. Delivers the double for Pikeville to set up the 10th. Second shot of the 10th for Calumet. Michael Davidson did not get that one back, leaves the washout. 185 max now.
Makes any mark good here. Pretty much good count, I believe.
Yeah, 9 would get them to 62, 81, 190. So
yeah.
Save the pocket here and move on to the next round. That's a winner.
There's a winner.
Pikeville's going to win at 2-1 against Calumet College. Definitely nothing decided here between Wisconsin Whitewater and William Penn. Especially with that nice hit there in the 6th. Matt, did you have the 6 of diamonds?
No, 6 of diamonds. I did not have the 6 of diamonds.
William Penn getting ready for their 7th frame after the open from Wisconsin Whitewater. Big double.
It's a huge double. Wisconsin Whitewater's got to show some fight here. Ryan Winters, junior Team USA member. Also from hometown Michigan.
He's had success here at Western Bowl as well. Finished 3rd in junior gold in 2016.
Ooh. I think you like that one too. Pattern's tricky.
Going into the next round, teams will have another opportunity at practice for about 10 minutes once again. After seeing what they saw, you know, from these opening matches, what do you, you know, if you were out there coaching, bowling, what would you be telling the team right now? Just kind of thinking game plan. How are we going to attack this pattern now that we know a little bit more about it?
I think there's you saw a lot of success from the players that could get their ball up the lane a little more. It looks like the bigger the angle, the less the ball's slowing down. So you saw a lot of success from even he threw a couple really good shots. The anchor for SCAD, I'm unsure his name, but he was going up the lane pretty good, and he saw some hook at 5, and I think that gave him some confidence. So for any team that I would be working with at the moment, I'd be trying to give them some confidence and showing them where the hook is. That way they know what to throw it at. I think the hardest thing to do is when you make guesses and you move lanes, you don't really know where the hook is per se. So especially on a pattern like this, with there's no reverse and it's fairly flat, you're just trying to find room for error. I think the biggest room for error is finding how every ball is going to hook off of 6-7 on this pattern. I think that's what Wichita did really well there. I think that's what SCAD's doing pretty well at the moment.
Those two teams will face off in the semifinal. Pikeville has also punched his ticket to the next round. Wisconsin Whitewater and William Penn Who's it going to be? 10th frame for Wisconsin Whitewater, working on a strike. Can get to 183.
So
they're going to need every bit of it.
there you go.
Not the easiest spare here. The 2/8. 2 looks a little offset as well from our angle. 9th frame for William Penn, but no problem.
Yeah, they will need every bit of it. That makes it mark good for William Penn.
Put a little extra pressure on, though. Josh Pate has had a fantastic year for the Warhawks. Add one more strike here. That's trouble. Now count.
Barring disaster.
There's a winner, William Penn.
William Penn versus University of Pikeville. And Savannah versus the Shockers.
Just like that, down to 4. Started with 78, 6 traditional games, 15 Baker games to go with it. 167 the final tally for Wisconsin Whitewater. Both great all week. Started off at 1273 in the opening game.
Really? That's a monster start.
That was a monster start indeed, and had led throughout until this final round, and fortunately lost some steam here. Whitewater, another team though, has had a fantastic season. Going to be a strong contender heading into sectionals.
This tournament is amazing. You get 78 teams. It's practically the second nationals. You're coming out with third nationals if you're in NAIA school. You get to bowl against the best teams. You get to put it up against them, and it kind of shows them what they're getting ready for. Especially for the younger guys, this is a huge tournament to be a part of. You really see what some of these other teams are made of, and it really prepares you for sectionals and nationals, hopefully.
All right, that's going to conclude our coverage for the round of 8. Our teams will reconvene at their next starting pairs. We're going to get some cameras rearranged. Mr. Anderson, you going to stick around for a few more rounds?
I think I'm gonna walk around a little bit, but I'll be back. I definitely want to see the SCAD and Wichita match. It's going to be interesting. SCAD has a lot of fire, and I really like it.
All right, sir. Well, we're going to take a quick break to get rearranged, but Andrew Anderson joining us here on Bowl TV, so thanks again for spending some time, and
thanks
if we don't catch up with you, best of luck.
Thanks.
And continued success on the PBA Tour.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, folks. Once again, Andrew Anderson joining us here on Bowl TV. Semifinals coming up next here on Bowl TV for the 2018 Hoosier Classic, the final Tier 1 of the USBC collegiate season, as well as the final event of the regular season prior to sectionals. So hang tight. Gonna move some cameras around. Semifinals coming up next here at Western Bowl. All right, our semifinals just about ready to get underway here at the 2018 Hoosier Classic. Our featured match will include Pikeville taking on William Penn, best of 3 Baker. Our other semifinal, top seed Wichita State taking on Savannah College of Art and Design, Savannah. All right, for those of you just joining us here, our opening round matches saw Wichita State knock off Robert Morris, Illinois, 2-0. Savannah, a 2-0 victory over Weber International. Pikeville defeating Calumet 2-1, and William Penn recording a 2-1 victory over Wisconsin Whitewater. We're on the same condition, no re-oil, so we had Andrew Anderson on offering some of his insight on how he thinks teams might approach this tricky Nick Hoagland condition, like most Nick Hoagland patterns. Tricky. William Penn was the 7 seed overall, Pikeville number 6. Question in the chat. Savannah is bowling to the far right of our screen. We'll go over to that shot in just a moment. Make sure everything's popping up correctly over there. You can see the scoreboard at the bottom of the screen. A few early opens for Savannah. William Penn cleaned up that bucket. Still looking for our first strike. On 71 and 72. Pikeville clean in the early going. William Penn crosses over, first strike here in our semifinal match on 71 and 72. Wichita State cleaned up that single pin, clean through 4. Savannah, a pair of early opens And nearly a third, just enough. Don't have to hurt it. Some trouble for Savannah in frame 6, heading back to our featured match. Lineup for Pikeville: bowling leadoff Anthony Allen, second Brandon Dubuk, 3 Matthew Cleary, 4 Andrew Letcher, and 5 Matt Diamond. So this is Letcher right here. He was the Rookie of the Year last season. Oh, goodness gracious. Stubborn, 10-pin. This is the second time in the lineup for William Penn. Curtis Micah taking care of the spare, clean for both of his frames. Rest of the lineup: Alexander Kostrick, Nick Walker, Quincy Bruce, and Rock Kostrick. Another wobbly pin that will not fall for the Pikeville Bears. But essentially all knotted up with the spare conversion. Like a heavyweight championship. Each team kind of feeling each other out here. Attempting to get comfortable before start striking and throwing some big time shots. Oh, miscue from Diamond. Wichita State in control here in game 1 against Savannah. William Penn covered the spare. Wichita State working on 3 in a row. Savannah looking to get something going. Second strike for Scad here in game 1. Wichita State, though, 4 in a row. Looking in good shape to take game 1. William Penn filling the frames. Pikeville just cannot get anything going here. Savannah delivers a double. But Wesley Lowe, as you can see to the far right of your screen, first double on 71 and 72. William Penn looking to close things out to get to 208. Wichita State is going to go up 1-0. Just a matter of final score. William Penn going to attempt to take advantage of that momentum, but trouble in the 10th for Rock. Leaves the washout. Wichita State's going to be in the 240s. As Pikeville nearly matches the effort. Wichita State officially in the books, 245. Savannah College of Art and Design can max out at 180. William Penn unable to convert their washout finish with 169. So now it's up to Pikeville. They know what they need to do. That journey becomes a little bit tougher with the open in the 7th frame. Max score, 183. So very little room for error for the Bears. Official tally, 245 to 180. And now the margin for error gets even tighter for Pikeville. Can max out at 173, so they need to find a way to start off by converting the spare, then convert, or then strike on their next 3 balls. Good fill ball to have a chance. And the open will wrap up game number 1. William Penn's going to go up 1-0. We'll go to our other match as they complete the action there. Wichita State, big 245 to kick things off against Savannah College of Art and Design. Some early trouble there for Jared Romick. Lineup after game 1, wouldn't imagine it's going to change much for Wichita State after 245. Joseph Grondin, Jared Romick, Cortez Schenk, Enzo Hernandez, and Wesley Lowe from 1 to 5. For SCAD, kicking things off, James Watkinson, Andrew Blake, Zach Vitelli, Alex Glinsky, who was the overall tournament leader on the individual side, and Ben Martinez. That was their 5 to kick things off in game number 1. Back-to-back opens for Wichita. Given SCAD chance to take advantage here. Open in the first, did not hit the head pin in the second. See if Alexander can clean up the spare and move Savannah into the early lead and able to convert. 169-139, the final tally. William Penn goes up 1-0 against Pikeville. See Nathan Bohr giving some direction to the team. Had everything they wanted and more on lane 76, 75, causing some early fits. No problem on the spare for Enzo. Got to watch him fire 279 here on Bowl TV yesterday during Wichita State's big push in the final game of 6. Ooh, never a doubt there. Mr. Vitelli. William Penn starts off with a strike on 71. Once again, best of 3, so Wichita State and William Penn have the opportunity to lock this up and move on to the finals. Otherwise, we'll go to a deciding game. Pikeville starts off with a 4-6-7. Trip 4 for William Penn. Early double. Savannah on the board. Looking to find some momentum here. Even this matchup. You got to wonder. Big win against Weber to kick things off, 2-0. Could they potentially use too much excitement in that win? What do you think about this young program taking on Wichita State, Emil?
That's a good question. I heard Andrew kind of mention that a little bit. He was happy to see the excitement, but he also, kind of cautioned it with how long could they keep that up. And you can get exhausted mentally very quick. A lot on the line, and it's important to manage the emotions as best as possible. Not saying that you don't need to show any, but realize that you got to have something left in the tank. Still got at least one more match to win the title. But it's hard not to get kind of ramped up when you're trying to defeat Weber, or you defeat Weber, and then, of course, you go right to Wichita State.
Big double in the 4th and the 5th. Can they keep that momentum going in the 6th as Wichita State unable to find a strike yet. Joe Garandon made a pretty good shot there, left the 10 for Wichita State. Ten-pin for Watkinson as well for SCAD. I'll head back to 71-72 in a moment here. No problem on the spare. Back-to-back opens after the early double for William Penn. Things not much easier for Pikeville, though, looking at the washout. Cuts the head pin a little too thin. Looking like another potential grind out here on 71 and 72. Wichita State did deliver a strike in the 7th. Cortez Schenk looking to add one more. Comes in light, leaves the 4-7 a little different. There's a light mixer. Washout for SCAD in the 7th. Would imagine some emotion. They're able to clean this up here, maintain that lead.
I think they've got a really good, young nucleus, of course, speaking of SCAD. Spare attempt. There it is.
How about that?
When you get to this point, washouts are so key because they're makeable. Leave a washout, you expect the count in that situation, but you're no doubt looking to make it. big spare, as you mentioned, Aaron. Now a good teammate tries to follow up. Vitelli there out of trouble.
Currently up 19.
That was close to Greek Churchland.
Yeah, that definitely could have been a little more trouble there. Fortunate just to have 6 and 9-10. Pikeville gets on the board with a strike in the 5th. We'll watch his conversion, then go back to 71 and 72. Uh-oh. Open in the 8th. Brand new ball game. Big double for the Bears. 5th and 6th.
Was that the 6-9-10?
6-9-10, yep.
Yeah, that combination, and same on the left side, it's multiple ways you can miss that. It's really not the easiest multi-pin conversion.
Not by any means. Wichita State spare in the 9th. 9th frame for SCAD. Three in a row for Pikeville. Wesley Lowe stepping up in the 10th for Wichita State.
Double certainly put some pressure on.
Comes in light, 3-9, drops the max score for the Shockers to 167.
Spare there for Alex.
Yeah, Alex once again. Great day yesterday, finished with 278. To lead the way here at the Hoosier Classic. It's going to be up to Ben Martinez. He's going to need a mark.
Absolutely.
They can essentially take care of business here with a strike. Pikeville gets a great hit on a washout in the 8th frame. Motion definitely going on 71 and 72. William Penn delivers a strike in the 9th frame. One is 66 for Wichita State. Needs the spare. Otherwise, Wichita State advances to the championship match. Oh, goodness, brings it back on the deck, and wow. Heartbreaking way to lose there, goodness. Chops it, brings it back, does not connect. 166 to 165, Wichita State. Holy cow.
You know, you try not to, you think about being the jinx and stuff, but you know, multi-pin spares. The last two that we saw, the 6-9-10 and the 2-5. Is that the 2-5? It was tough on my ankle.
That was the
or the 5-9. The 5 was on the board, so it had to be a 2.
Now you got me thinking. Might have been a 4.
Pretty sure it's a
2-5, more than likely.
Nonetheless, 2-5s are very choppy.
2-5, yep. Okay, just
can't tell you how many times I've chopped a 2 off a 5, but you know, this guy had a young program. They get to the semifinals at the Hoosier Classic. Reach the Final Four. Really push Wichita State to a deciding Game 3 in the semifinals. Certainly nothing to hang their heads about. I think that type of finish will prepare them for the postseason.
William Penn has done what he needs to do to put the pressure on Pikeville. Up 1-0, 179 in the books. Must convert the 2-4-5. Just talked about the 2-5.
I tell you.
Adding a friend with the 4. Takes care of business. Gonna need a double. So we'll see what Matt Diamond can do here. Needs to take it one at a time. But anything less than 10 here on the first shot, and our championship match is set. And that is going to do it. That shot got right early. Will not be enough. William Penn is going to win 2-0. Set up a title match with Wichita State. So much going on here at the Hoosier Classic. The women on the lanes for their qualifying block, our final qualifying block as well. We got an update for scores after the first of 5 Baker games. Wichita State extends its lead 72-17. Newman in second, 70-22. St. Ambrose in third. Robert Morris, Illinois, fourth. Notre Dame, Ohio, fifth. And St. Francis, Illinois, sixth. Grandview, seventh. Lindenwood, eighth. First team out, Martin Methodist, followed by Weber International. So 179 to 170. The final is William Penn advances against Pikeville, and we're going to move the cameras around as we prepare for our championship match. Coming up next here on Bowl TV, William Penn and Wichita State going to do battle to sign the masking unit, get that autograph up there for next year's event. We'll have it right here live on Bowl TV, so hang tight. Going to adjust the cameras, moving to 73 and 74 for the title match. Thanks again for joining us here on Bowl TV. Championship match coming up next. All right, good folks at Bowl TV, the championship match is now underway. Wichita State, the top overall seed, has made their way through the bracket by defeating Robert Morris, Illinois, and Savannah College of Art and Design, Savannah, sweeping both 2-0, now taking on number 7, William Penn. William Penn started their bracket playoff with a 2-1 victory over number 2, Wisconsin Whitewater, then knocked off number 6, Pikeville, 2-0 in the semifinals. And now our best of 5 championship round is underway here on 73 and 74 at the 2018 Hoosier Classic, taking place at Western Bowl in Indianapolis, Indiana. I'm Aaron Smith alongside Emil Williams Jr. We had Andrew Anderson, former collegiate standout, Team USA member, and a young man who's having a tear on the PBA Tour the past few weeks, join us for the quarterfinals. Lineups staying the same for both squads from their semifinal matches. For Wichita State, Joseph Grondin, Jared Romick, Cortez Schenk, Enzo Hernandez, and Wesley Lowe. For William Penn, Curtis Mika, Alexander Kostrick, Nick Walker, Quincy Bruce, and Rock Kostrick. Nick gets him to fight there, mixes them all up. First strike of the championship match for either team. Wichita State, 3 spares, 3 frames. .42-foot condition being used here for the finals. In fact, the entire championship round contested. You can see the PDF of that pattern if you go to the description below the video. We also have an updated bracket as well. Now in the championship match. Also in the championship match, we have it on the TV here. Marshall Kent taking on Jacob Buttriff. PBA 60th Anniversary Classic. Tough break there for William Penn in the 4th. Unable to get the kick on the 4. Just enough there on the 2-4 for Enzo Hernandez. Keep it clean, nice break there. William Penn crosses over in the 5th. Trouble for Wesley Lowe. 3-7. Wichita State had the opportunity to bowl on 73 and 4 in its opening match against Robert Morris, Illinois. This pair was unused last round. Wesley makes a run at it. What a cover to stay clean for the Shockers. That guy gets worked up a little bit. Don't want to be on the receiving end of one of those high fives.
Well, that was certainly warranted. Nice early shot, early conversion. Yeah, not necessarily sends a message, but certainly lets William Penn know, hey, you know, we haven't struck yet, but just wait for it. It's coming.
See if Joe Grondin can connect it for that first strike. about the furthest left we've seen any competitors this week. Players able to keep their angles relatively straight on our pattern yesterday, 40 feet in length. Wichita State doing the dirty work here, staying clean through 6 without a strike. Trouble for William Penn. Can they make a run at the 2, 4, 8, 10, and just the 1? Second open here in the opening match. Another close call. That was the 2-5 that Savannah College of Art and Design chopped in the 10th frame, needing a spare to force a deciding game in the semifinal. Ended up losing by 1 pin, 166 to 165. Filling frames and have the lead. Just gonna throw it out there. The clean 170 is out there. Wichita State has put the spare shooting skills to the test so far. 7 for 7. Miscue from Cortez in the 8th. Wichita State still holds the advantage, 3 pins. As Quincy Bruce cleans up the 2 pin heading into the 10th. We had Andrew Anderson on. We talked about watching fun 160s. Might be enough here.
Yeah, Baker is literally any way you can get it done. It is definitely the old cliche, a win's a win.
It doesn't have to be pretty. The second big conversion of the game for Wichita State. They will hold the advantage, but Rock can put some pressure on Wesley Lowe if he's able to deliver the double. Messenger kicks across the deck, doesn't connect with the 10, 169 out there for William Penn. Wesley Lowe just needs the match. Wichita State will go up 1-0. Left the 3-7 last time on this lane. That was right off his hand and not going to be easy once again. 2-7. And he gives away some of the count too.
We'll be looking at another 1-pin game here, although the match not on the line as of yet. I'm sure you have mentioned already, best of 5 here in the championship.
But now must convert. Otherwise, William Penn will take the first game.
They've missed 1 makeable spare. They've had some tough ones. They had a washout, 2-10, or excuse me, 3-7. Wesley Lowe in the 5th. Enzo, washout in the 9th. Wesley makes the 2-7 here, and now a strike to win game 1. 9 to tie, 8 to lose. So their only strike of the game would be the game winner.
How about that?
That's bowling right there.
That doesn't get much better than that. One strike, one victory, 1-0, and we have a tie. And now the question on everyone's mind. In the event of a tie in a Baker match, an additional Baker game will be bowled to determine a winner. If there's still a tie, a 9th and 10th frame roll-off will be conducted until a winner emerges. Still not 100% sure, so I'm going to go and ask. 1-1 or half and a half?
Should be, that would be half and half right now.
Probably half and half.
But to your suggestion, let's go confirm.
All right, Emil's confirming that we're interpreting the rules correctly. Just talked with Nick Hoagland.
Everything you said is correct. It's half and half right now.
Half and half, all right. Goes well with coffee, goes well with game 1.
My good friends from Logo Infusion are still here selling the limited edition classic custom t-shirt.
Wichita State still looking for that first strike here in the championship round.
Stop by and see them.
Early open from William Penn.
Appreciate everyone tuning in, watching the 49th Annual Hoosier Classic Men's Bracket Finals. The championship on the line. Wichita State and William Penn tied half a game. 169 in game number 1. No strikes that game for Wichita State.
Still looking for that first one. Like Wesley lofted that one a little bit. But not finding the right look here in the early going.
Well, this is an opportunity for William Penn, but they're kind of in the same boat. They have a strike on the board and had a chance to win game number 1 outright. But Kostrick unable to double when strike 9 spare. So he stepped up first, and then of course Wesley Lowe. 9 on the fill. That was another good shot. It won't roll. So kind of both teams kind of searching. William Penn seems like they may be lined up. Wichita State has thrown, for the most part, some decent shots.
Most heavyweight fights. Feeling out the first few rounds.
You know, when you get to that best of 5.
Actually, best of 6 now.
Yeah.
Well,
and you're right.
or
And you
6
are
games
correct.
at least.
By the way, breaking news, Jacob Butcher.
Congratulations, Jake. Dominated all week. And miscue from Wichita State.
For William Penn, I mean, anything you can do, you can put a double up on the board.
Not very often you get back-to-back opens courtesy of Wichita State as they get their first strike here in the finals. Definitely a moment to take advantage of. Up 10. Stepping up in the 8th, Nick Walker for the Statesmen.
17 frames. Wichita State to throw that first strike.
Get in the mix. Big double there. Substitution coming for Wichita State, Thomas Peters. Jumping in the lineup. See, spark off the bench. Big time. Yeah, Lou Williams. William Penn, though. Up to the challenge. Maintaining that lead. Wichita State keep it at 10. It's going to have to hustle. 3, 6, 7 in the 9th. Yeah, buddy, indeed, 4 in a row. And essentially wraps up the first lead of the championship match. 177 the max score for Wichita State, so William Penn going to take the 1.5 to half lead after 2. One more for good measure, 222. Looks like Wesley's going to try something different here, and certainly do not blame him. Scratching his head. As William Penn moves into game 3 with the advantage. Not wasting any time here to get back into it.
Wow. Well, this is one of those that seems like you can kind of maybe kind of wait it out if they have a plan, if they think it's coming to them, meaning the lane, they see something and they think the lane may be coming to them, so they may not want to make a zone change abruptly, or it's exactly the opposite of that and just say, hey, let's everyone just, you know, move 15 left as an example. I'm not saying that's what they should do, but in comparison.
Nice conversion there by Joe Grondin. Alexander Kostrick. Able to get that one up the hill, leaves the 2-8. Nathan Bohr leading the discussion off camera for Wichita State at the moment. Letting Jared Romick know this is what we're doing. This is what we want to see. See if he can make that shot. They can learn from that. Gets the 1-3, didn't have a lot of energy left. Flat 10.
Depending on what happens here this game, I wouldn't be surprised if Jacob Kirsten got a look. As well as Brandon Martin, but if I recall watching practice earlier on this pair prior to the match starting, you know, Kirsten looked like he had a pretty solid look. I don't think his ball, he was rather in comparison to where the right-handers for Wichita State are currently playing. At the time, he and Cortez were around under the same area.
Push. 6-9-10. Quincy Bruce bringing the emotion. And a big strike to set up the 10th. Last game. Let his teammates know this is it. This is time.
Well, the most recent power rankings, Wichita State 6th. We know their pedigree no matter what. William Penn ranked 14th. So For those who may not know or have heard of William Penn, they've had a pretty solid season. 9th at the Midwest Collegiate. These are Tier 1 events. 9th at the Midwest Collegiate. 12th at the Las Vegas Invitational. 3rd at the Collegiate Shootout. And 6th at the Kegel ISBPA Midwest Classic. Then 4 other top 10 finishes, including 3 top 5s in Tier 2. So pretty solid season.
Wichita State, the first to blink here in game 3. Open for Enzo Hernandez, 4-6, unable to convert. The back half of the game is where William Penn has been shining. So Wesley gets one.
Now, Aaron, I've been in situations where the team losing at the 5th frame mark at about halfway, who seems to have no life, can't get matched up, and the anchor player strikes, and all of a sudden the gates open. So that's a situation to be on the lookout for. William Penn kind of has to anticipate that. They should anticipate Wichita State making a run, and they've got to do what they've got to do. Well, we certainly hope it was Quincy. That's what they wrote down for me. Let's find out. Let's see if we can go to the website and that is correct. Call there for, I think it's a Grover Hoyle. Looks like they've got their 4 and 5 reversed.
Montana in the chat verifying that switch, so our apologies there. We appreciate the help in the chat. Nice cover there, 3, 6, 9, 10. In the 8th for Nick Walker. Jared Romick delivered the strike after leaving a 10 pin in the 2nd, made the adjustment to get the kick. Coming closer for Thomas Peters, but still can't quite get there. So that is Rock Kostrick. So to be fair, both are making great shots right now. So
yes,
they are interchangeable in that aspect. But definitely want to get them right out here.
Okay, this is your last chance to purchase the limited edition Hoosier Classic t-shirt and also towels designed by Logo Infusion. They're only going to be here for about another 15 minutes, so if you want to
Quincy
get a
can
shirt, you better get
put
over
them in
to
great shape here with the strike to kick things off.
Nice selection. And you can
But finds the washout.
something to remember the place by. Thanks. We appreciate everything that they've done for us. And,
Wichita State can now step up in the 9th and 10th and
they're
even this match up.
15 more minutes, so if you want to get a shirt, get on over there.
This one's going to be close. With a spare the washout, William Penn just needs to stay behind the foul line on the fill ball. They're going to take the game and take it 2.5 to a half lead, be one game away from victory.
Quincy would love to have this right here. You want to give Wesley Lowe an opportunity to double.
Yowza.
Maybe not the way he drew it up initially, but he'll take it nonetheless. Make sure we get his name right. Quincy Bruce.
No forgetting it after that.
Shout out to Q. Can we call him Q? Is that okay?
They keep filing, or keep falling. So that officially will wrap up game 3. William Penn, a winner tie. Taking care of business here.
To see some game plan. I'm not sure if we can see it there. But Jacob Kirsten is going to get a field shot, and Wesley Lowe being the leaders. Got assistant coach Nathan Board there as well. Chatting, talking to him. Making sure that knows what he wants to do.
All 10 fall, but probably not the reaction Jacob was hoping for there. 200 to 180. William Penn up a 2.5 to a half against Wichita State here in the title match at the 2018 Hoosier Classic here at Western Bowl in Indianapolis, Indiana. A big thank you to the staff here at Western Bowl and, of course, H2M Management for all the hard work they do each and every year to make this the pinnacle of the regular season in collegiate bowling, the final Tier 1 of the 2017-2018 season. Great shot there by Joseph Grondin to kick things off. Of course, as these teams look ahead to the postseason coming up shortly. Early response from Wichita State, delivering the double. Nice cover, though. Kick things off for the Statesmen.
Anthony, we will not be shifting the cameras to the girls' Baker qualifying, but we will have the women's bracket finals. And so when they make their way down here for their top 8, we will have that for you on Bowl TV.
After the quick start, Wichita State looking at back-to-back opens here. They've not found a consistent look on the left side. And have often been paying the ultimate price. Rock Kostrick bringing it. Lester Lowe delivers the messenger, getting some airtime on that. Impressed with the Statesmen, looking for their first Tier 1 title of the season. Have been a consistent performer. Talk about a boost going into the postseason if they're able to continue in this fashion. Never keep a Wichita State team down, though. Great shot by Garanin. Both of his deliveries here in Game 4. Washout attempt for Curtis Micah to keep William Penn clean. How about that? William Penn continues the momentum. Open from Wichita State gives William Penn a chance to finish this thing out here in the next few frames. Closing in on the title. And they stay in the moment. Avoids some trouble there in the 7th.
Well, it's rare to see Wichita State really just not have a good look, but overall, they're in the title match. They haven't had a good look as a team overall.
Another uncharacteristic open from Wichita State. Max score now 186. William Penn just needs to fill a few frames here, and they're going to be the 2018 Hoosier Classic champion.
Say what? Give all the credit to William Penn, though. They have come prepared.
For putting the pressure on in the 10th frame, making Wesley fill that 10th frame to earn that tie. It's been the Statesman shows ever since.
Absolutely major key moment there.
No harm done with the 3-6. Quincy Bruce is going to have the opportunity to take a victory lap here. There it is. William Penn is going to capture the 2018 Hoosier Classic, officially doing it the right way there. Congratulations to the Statesmen, capturing their first Tier 1 of the 2017-2018 season. So one final shot here. And time to celebrate for William Penn. Final score 211-165 in a 3.5 to a half victory over Wichita State. With the win, William Penn will have the opportunity to now decorate, graffiti, autograph, whatever you want to call it, the masking unit that will hang here next year. So they get the whole team together there. Going to be a special win for these guys as they prepare for postseason play. As they get as they prepare, get all the trophies, the perks of winning here at the Hoosier Classic. We're going to sign off as we prepare for the women's championships round. They're still bowling a Baker competition to determine the top 8. For their own bracket final. So we're going to go ahead and sign off for right now. On behalf of Emil Williams Jr., Andrew Anderson, thank you for joining us as well. I'm Aaron Smith. We're going to conclude here on Bowl TV with the men's portion, but we will be back probably not at 4 p.m. Eastern as we originally thought. Going to be a little bit later. But we'll keep you updated. Be sure to be checking out Facebook and Twitter for when we go live. If you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, please do so as well. You can update of when we are up and running, but for now, that's going to do it. Men's competition in the books. Women's bracket final coming up next here on Bowl TV, so don't go too far. We'll be back to find out who's going to be joining William Penn in the winner's circle. So signing off for now from the Hoosier Classic Western Bowl in Indianapolis, and thank you again.